Ladies and gentlemen, from New York City, Joe Garagiola.
Thank you very much. And welcome to Tell the Truth. Thank you, Bill Wendell. Hey, if, as the song says, the hills are alive today with the sound of music, our stage is alive today with the lady who was the inspiration for the great Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. And we're going to meet the Baroness von Trapp right after we say hello to our panel here on To Tell the Truth.
Here is Bill Cullen, Kitty Carlisle, Nipsey Russell, and Peggy Cass.
Yes, sir, The Sound of Music. That was one of the great ones. I'll tell you, I really enjoyed that. Everybody, I'm sure, has seen that. Nipsey is with us. He gave us a thought yesterday. I'm not going to ask him for a thought. I'm going to tell him to think about it, and he'll spring one on us before this show is over.
Right.
Although, I tell you, I don't know how you can come up with them. You've been so busy as the co-star of The Wiz.
Yeah.
A great movie, yeah.
Yes,
Sir. All right. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. We're going to meet the lady whose life was full of the sound of music.
Number one, what is your name, please?
My name is Maria von Trapp.
Number two.
I am Maria von Trapp.
Number three.
My name is Maria von Trapp.
Listen carefully now to the inspirational story of Maria von Trapp. I, Maria von Trapp, am the real-life Maria in the popular musical and motion picture, The Sound of Music. As you may recall, at the time of Adolf Hitler, my husband, my children, and I fled our native Austria. As the Trapp family singers, we then traveled the world singing the a cappella music of the 16th and 17th centuries, as well as the folk songs of different lands. After settling in Vermont, for years we conducted a summer music camp. Now our lodge is a Christmas visitor's paradise. A word concerning the two actresses who portrayed me. While I thought they were both excellent, I tried desperately, but unsuccessfully, to convince both Mary Martin and Julie Andrews not to make Maria so ladylike. Signed, Baroness Maria von Trapp. We'll have some questions from our panel, and we'll have some answers from that side right after we watch these commercials.
Are you one of the millions of Americans having trouble sleeping, waking up tired, struggling through the day?
A trusted team of medical doctors has a drug-free way to end sleepless nights. New Sleep MD. Start falling asleep in just minutes and sleep better and longer with exclusive nano-diffuse and time-release technologies. With Sleep MD, you wake up incredibly rested and refreshed. We're the MDs in New Sleep MD, the sleep solution millions have been waiting for.
Get yours today at sleepmdhealth.com, Supercenters, Walgreens, GNC, and fine retailers everywhere.
Say cheese.
Cheese! Hey, you two. Long time no see.
How about Uncle Joe? Seems strange not seeing him here. I miss him.
I miss his jokes here. Same each year, but I still miss him. Yeah.
How's Aunt Stella doing since Uncle Joe died?
Pretty fair, I'd say. You know, Uncle Joe had one of those Colonial Penn life insurance policies.
That's a relief.
Mm-hmm. Aunt Stella used his insurance money to help pay for the funeral and other bills.
You have life insurance?
I sure do. Honey, it costs as much to bury a woman as it does a man.
Sure. But at my age, I don't think I could afford it.
You just need the right kind. We got insurance from Colonial Penn at an affordable rate.
Hard to get?
No, you just pick up the phone and call.
She's right. If you're 50 to 85, write down the toll-free number on your screen and call about guaranteed acceptance life insurance from Colonial Penn. Colonial Penn makes it easy. It costs just $7.95 a month per unit, about 25 cents a day. There's no medical exam, no health questions, guaranteed. You can't be turned down. For added peace of mind, Colonial Penn also guarantees your rate will never go up and your benefit will never go down due to age. Since 1994, over 5 million people have called about this affordable coverage. Make sure your family has money to help cover funeral costs, medical bills, credit card balances, or other final expenses. So pick up the phone, call for free information and a free gift. Lines are open now.
Call 1-800-650-2500 to receive free information in the mail. You'll get this handy guide to Social Security absolutely free. Call 1-800-650-2500 or visit our website at colonialpenn.com. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-650-2500. Call now.
Well, our stage today is graced with three lovely ladies, all claiming to be the Baroness Maria von Trapp, the head of the Trapp family singers and the inspiration for Rodgers and Hammerstein's musical, The Sound of Music. And we're going to start this round with our own little songbird,
Thank
Kitty
you.
Carlisle.
Well, whoever you are, I admire you enormously. You've done a wonderful job, and you've given us a lovely musical. Number one, did Rodgers and Hammerstein know you before they wrote Sound of Music?
Yes.
And number two, had you told them the story? Is that how it came about? Who wrote the book, by the way? Number two.
I.
Number two, who wrote the musical comedy book for Sound of Music? Number two.
Oh,
hello?
Maria, I did.
Maria number two, yes. Who wrote the book?
I did.
No, number
Maria.
three, who wrote the book for the musical?
Oh.
Number three?
It's so long ago, I forgot.
You forgot. Number three, why did you not want Mary Martin to be so ladylike? Were you not so ladylike?
No, I wasn't.
Can you give me a for instance? What did you do once that was not ladylike, for instance?
My steps were too long, and I'm talking with my hands.
Aha.
And I'm not ladylike.
I tell you, she's a funny lady for me. I love her. Nipsey.
Number three, does the word von in Austrian or German names have a specific meaning?
It's a part of the aristocracy.
The aristocracy?
Yeah.
I see. Number one, about the music camps that you conducted, what did you do at those music camps?
We teach families
to sing
music, and
I see.
make music together.
Thank you. Number two, what language do you speak fluently?
Well, usually in English, but
Yes.
in other folk songs, we sang the songs in the country's language.
I see. And number three, were you a sort of to authoritate some of the things in the movie? Did you talk? Did they use you as a counselor for making the movie?
Not in the movie.
Then, number one, how did you come to talk to Julie Andrews and about how she should portray you?
Mary Martin was in my home.
I see.
And look at me, 2 weeks.
I see. Number two, how did you construct the harmony that you sang in the little bit of piece that we...
Could you repeat this, please? How did I?
Construct the harmony.
The harmony.
Or was it done by ear, or did you notate it on sheets of music? Or...
Well, they were folk songs already put into certain types of music. The a cappella music is well known from the 16th and 17th century. This was already done.
All right, thank you.
They're really doing a number on you, boy.
Jawohl.
Peggy.
Number two, how many children do you have?
10 children.
Thank you. Number three, did they all become singers?
None.
Oh. What do they do now, your children?
You mean every one of them?
Well, no, just as I mean, there's some in business, like, just generally. Shush.
Well, the oldest one is a doctor, and 5 are married, and 3 are not married.
And they're all doing well.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Bill Cullen.
I have a strange feeling that the real one is going to be identified by President Carter's Polish interpreter. Number one, well, I know we're having communication difficulty here, number one. Did you, when you were traveling as the Trap Singers, ever sing any original music, any music that your group had written?
No, different music from many nations.
Was any of the music in that musical that Richard Rodgers wrote, was any of it, number one, staying with you for purposes of convenience? Was any of that music derived, or did it come from some of the music you had done?
No.
Number two, you mentioned in here that you sang a cappella. What number two does a cappella mean?
A cappella means that there is no instrumentation. It is all sung. There is no accompaniment like a piano or an organ or a guitar.
Thank you,
It is just a chorus.
Thank you, number two.
Okay, this time, ladies, you did great. You did great. All right, they must vote. No consultation, no changes. How about you? Do you think it's number one? Or do you think it is number two? Or do you think it is number three? All right, now we're going to pay $50 for each incorrect vote, $500 if all the votes are wrong. And Kitty, you got to start. How did you vote?
Well, I think I know. And if you have to abide by the rules of the game, I think I know. I don't think we've met, but I think I know. And I'd like to say why I think it's the one I think it is after you voted.
All right. Nipsey. Nipsey, how did you vote? Nipsey.
Ja, das ist nicht mein Sprache. Mein Sprache ist Französisch. Aber the Namen van ist auf the erste Spok, so I say number three.
You said number three. Right. All right. Peggy, how'd you vote?
Well, after thanking you for that wonderful German lesson, I should like to say that when number three said none of them, she was talking about her children.
All right, number three, Bill Cullen.
And when she said she wasn't ladylike merely because she took long steps and waved her arms, she convinced me. I, too, voted for number three.
Okay, everybody voted for number three, and she's got her head in her hands. I'll tell you what, the votes are all, everybody's voted. Kitty, who did you think it was?
I think it's number three, because I think that Madame von Trapp had enormous courage and very little patience with nonsense. And so it's got to be number three.
All right, so Kitty disqualified herself, but she also thought it was number three, which makes it unanimous. Let's ask the question. Will the real Baroness Maria von Trapp please stand up? All right. Let's find out who the imposters are now. Number one, what is your name and what do you do?
My name is Valentina Krumpeter. I fly from my native country, from Estonia. I go Sweden, Germany, Switzerland, and America. Moment I've been physical therapist in Elizabeth Arden, New York Salon.
Aha, okay, all right. Number two, what is your name and what do you do?
My real name is Gabriela Marne. I have spent 20 years in diplomatic life, seen quite a bit of the world, and now I study metaphysics.
Aha, all right. Wait. Yes, Baroness.
I want to say they have much more of an accent than I.
Baroness, is it true that you turned your home in Vermont into a lodge? Is that right?
Yes, it's right. And we are open all year round, and we are sold out for 2 years around Christmas.
Around Christmas. Well, I'll tell you, during the rehearsal, she was something. She was instructing everybody, and we got to love her, and we're glad that you came by. Maybe we'll come by and see you for Christmas. Is that all right?
Fine.
Okay, thank you, Baroness von Trapp, and our two lovely ladies for playing to tell the truth. Thank you all, ladies. Well, during the rehearsal, she was something. They wouldn't answer. They go just blank, and she'd say something, say something. She was producing the whole show. She's quite a lady. I tell you, we loved her. Hey, you know, there's an old Scottish prayer that goes like this. God deliver us from ghoulies and ghosties and long-legged beasties and things that go boomp in the night. Well, I'll tell you what. Should you see anything that goes boomp in the night, you please call our next guest. And I'll explain right after our sponsors play a little show and tell.
On Lingo, there are two kinds of answers. There's the educated guess.
Perky, P-E-R-K-Y.
And not so educated guess. You get the idea. Get an education. Watch Lingo, weeknights starting at 7 on GSN.
Here's what people are saying about Osteobiflex, the #1 doctor-recommended joint care brand.
I'm 77 years old, and I work as a waitress, and if it weren't for Osteobiflex, I just couldn't do it.
My doctor recommended I take Osteobiflex, and it's great. It really works for me.
I'm amazed at the results I've seen from my patients taking Osteobiflex. It works by helping to lubricate the joint, and it helps to maintain the cartilage.
Osteobiflex has given me mobility. I wasn't getting that crunching, grinding sound in my joints.
Not only did it stop the discomfort and the stiffness, but it gave me full mobility again.
The glucosamine and chondroitin, as found in Osteobiflex, actually lubricates and cushions your joints to provide free movement, mobility, and comfort.
Osteobiflex has given me a whole new life.
For a $3 off coupon and more information on Osteobiflex, go to osteobiflex.com right now. Osteobiflex is available wherever quality vitamins and supplements are sold.
Every day, Progressive does something that's, well, progressive. They have this ticker that shows their car insurance rates and their top competitors. Right now on Progressive.com, you can see actual rates that people are getting. Sometimes Progressive is the lowest. Sometimes they're not. Hey, if they're this helpful when you're shopping for car insurance, imagine how they'll be once you're a customer.
Would you like to double, triple, or even quadruple your income and eliminate your credit card debt?
I make $5,000 a month in residual income.
$2,000 a month, part-time.
Thousands of people are getting started by requesting a free DVD that shows them the way to financial freedom. Like Trina, a soccer mom who started her home-based business part-time and with the help of a mentor made $30,000 the first year and $130,000 the next.
It all started with a free DVD.
Or Brandy, who has now become financially secure and is living the American dream.
The free DVD really opened my eyes.
Or Dan and Andrea, who started working part-time from home and in their third year made over $140,000. And there's no experience necessary. Our DVD shows how a mentor works with you to assure your success.
Go to 14getmoney.com and get started today and respond now while this is still a free service. Go to 14getmoney.com. That's 14getmoney.com. 14getmoney.com.
And now let's meet the founder of the International Ghost Registry.
Number 1, what is your name, please?
My name is Mark Turk.
Number 2.
My name is Mark Turk.
Number 3.
My name is Mark Turk.
Okay, pay close heed to Mark Turk's ghost story. I, Mark Turk, am the founder and director of the International Ghost Registry. Our function is to preserve records of ghost sightings and to scientifically investigate hauntings and ghostly phenomena throughout the world. There are two schools of thought on what a ghost actually is. The old traditional interpretation is that a ghost is the spirit of a dead person with unfinished business. The newer, sophisticated view is that a ghost is like a psychic motion picture replayed over and over. I personally feel that both types of phenomena may exist, which is why it is important to have a clearinghouse for all such manifestations, such as the International Ghost Registry. Signed, Mark Turk. Get a wild thought of a sign on the lawn, all ghosts registered before haunting or something, like a hotel. Hey, panel, before we start our questioning, though, I want to show you a photograph. Take a look at the monitor. It's a remarkable photograph. This photograph is of the famous tulip staircase at the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, England. And when the negative was developed, the ghost was very apparent. The photograph is unretouched, has been thoroughly investigated. Now, with that further information, we're going to start our ghost hunt with the co-star of the new motion picture, The Wiz, the Tin Man himself, Nipsey Russell.
Thank you. Number 1, in my childhood, I was often told stories about haunted houses. Are there places, locations, or buildings in which ghosts are known to live or appear?
Well, of course, it's subject to some dispute, but in fact, the federal government has put out such a directory just recently.
I see. Now, number 3, can these apparitions be explained the way they explain the UFOs as swamp gases or things that have other essences?
I don't believe so. There are too many cases where the same apparition has been seen in the same place by more than one person independently and described in exactly the same way. And I think that rules out the type of thing you're talking
Thank you. Number 2, can one be predisposed to see a ghost? Can you go expecting to see a ghost and let it really be one of your own hallucinations?
No, we found that it's fairly innate. People are psychic by nature, and some people are better able to perceive ghosts than others.
I see.
Let's go to Peggy.
Thank you. Number 3, your theory is then that a ghost is kind of a rerun, right?
Well, that's the second theory, the idea of the psychic imprint.
That's a terrible thought for somebody on TV. Even after you die, you're going to be on reruns. Well, anyway. Number 1, who's the main ghost at Hampton Court?
Well, Cardinal Scholting at one point.
Thank you. Number 2, which country has the most ghosts?
Norway has the most ghosts, and it's been ascribed to the high altitude and the fact that it's isolated, and it's about 4 times the average of any other country.
Wow. Number 3, who's the funniest ghost that you have recorded?
The funniest ghost?
Gotta be a laugher in every crowd.
I'm sorry, I can't think of any funny ghosts right now.
Oh, number 1, do animals?
Casper the Ghost on Disney makes me laugh. Bill Cullen.
Number 3, this psychic motion picture that you talked about, is that the person psych who is seeing the ghost or the person who the ghost used to be psych?
The idea is that certain events, because of the emotionality involved, may imprint themselves in the atmosphere or surrounding landscape, and then when the person that sees the ghost comes, he picks that information up and sees it much like seeing a motion picture film.
Oh, okay. Number 2, that photograph we saw showed a ghost that was not visible to the naked eye when the photograph was taken, correct?
That's correct.
Was that a special kind of film, number 2? Was it infrared or anything like that?
No, matter of fact, after the film was taken, it was taken to Kodak, and they gave expert opinions, certifying sworn affidavits that that photo was not retouched, there was no double exposure, and that it was genuine in their expert opinion.
Number 1.
Well, let's go to Kitty.
Well, number 1, I'd like to know, could I buy your registry and then have a ghost tour? Could I go to some places in Norway and some places? I've never seen a ghost, but I'd like to go some and see one, and I'd be willing to go like on a safari just to see ghosts.
Well, we don't offer that service yet, but you probably would have to contact somebody locally in the field. I don't think there's any coordinating agency.
Oh, well, number 1 said the federal government has a registry.
Well,
the federal government is going to the ghost business?
No, the registry is part of a larger publication which includes places of interest for people to visit in different localities throughout the states.
I see, but they do list ghosts.
They do, yes.
Thank you. Number 3, this ghost we saw on the tulip staircase, was this somebody that nobody expected, or was this part of the legend?
There was no previous legend. No one had thought of any ghosts. When it was taken as a tourist snapshot. The ghost was an extra.
Well, number 1, why does the altitude in Norway make you more susceptible to seeing ghosts? Number 2?
Number 2, yes. Quite frankly, we haven't figured it out. We've just begun to compile all of these statistics, and that was the purpose of our organization.
And we don't know why it's helpful to be there.
No theories.
Oh, yeah, that means that our game is over, and now it is time to vote. They're going to mark their ballot. Do you think it's number 1, or do you think it is number 2? Or do you think it is number 3? All right, ballots are all marked there. Nipsey, how'd you vote?
I have never seen a ghost, an ogre, or an elf. They say that spirits cannot hurt you, but they can make you hurt yourself. I voted for number 3.
Number 3, all right. Peggy.
Well, the ghost at Hampton Court that talks a lot is Catherine Howard, so I didn't vote for number 1. I don't know why I didn't vote for number 2. There's something number 3, I just think it's number 3.
I think it's number 3, all right. Bill Cullen.
Well, number 3 did very good, but I don't know. I have a thing about number 2. Whenever I dream or have an apparition or anything like that, it's always number 2. So, I figure I'll vote for number 2.
All right, number 2. Kitty, how'd you vote?
I voted for number 3. I thought his explanation about the psychic motion picture was extremely well done, and I thought probably he'd given it before.
Okay, the votes are all in. Will the real Mark Turk please stand up? They got it. Yeah, they got it. All right. Let's find out now about the imposters. Number one, what is your name and what do you do?
My name's Derek Schuster. I'm director of the Learning for Living Institute, a nonprofit adult education organization.
Number two, what is your name and what do you do?
I'm Jerry Lesney. I'm a trial attorney in New York City, and I hope I'm as successful with my juries as I was with Bill Cullen.
And we hope you are too. Mark, let me ask you, have you ever registered a ghost, you personally?
One that I've seen myself. Yes, I did. I should say I have registered a ghost in which I saw spirit manifestation at the Whaley House in San Diego. I saw a rather large chain swing back and forth right after I mentally thought, if there's a ghost present, I would like it to do something. That's the only thing that I've seen that I think is verifiable. I've seen other things, but I think it could be hallucination.
Where could Kitty go, her best chance to see a ghost in this country? What state?
Well, in this country, I would say the South or New England. Outside of the country, I would say England or Scotland.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mark. We enjoyed you playing our game to tell the truth. And thank you, our two imposters. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
In the end, only one of us will be left standing.
Deal a card. Let's play some poker.
Just pay attention. Focus. It's good for your game.
All in.
Come up against me, I'll bury you.
High Stakes Poker premieres tomorrow night at 9, 8 Central on GSN.
You ever think you might have worms? If your computer is slowing down or crashing or just acting weird.
E-acceleration with the full power of Stop Sign can make it like new again.
Stop Sign gives you virus protection second to none.
With a spam blocker and spyware remover.
Pop-up blocker.
And the Stop Sign firewall for all the protection you'll ever need.
Guaranteed.
You may be infected and not even know it. Go to StopSign.com for a free virus scan now.
Hello, I'm Lindsay Wagner. You know, if you're frustrated by the quality of your sleep or because you have morning back pain, please give us a call right now. It won't cost you a thing except a minute of your time. We'll immediately send you this free video and brochure with all the details about this amazing bed, including complete descriptions of all our bed models, prices, and options. You'll have all the information you need to make a decision that can truly make a difference in your sleep.
It's been amazing, the difference that the Sleep Number bed has made with my sleep personally. I have not woken up with back pain at all, not once since we've gotten it.
I switched from an innerspring mattress to a Sleep Number bed, and now I sleep better than ever.
It's the only bed I know of that's clinically proven to improve your sleep quality and relieve back pain. And it also costs about the same as a traditional innerspring mattress, yet it lasts twice as long. Now, like most of us, before I got my Sleep Number bed, I used to toss and turn during the night. I'd wake up, roll over, find a comfortable position, and then go back to sleep. But on a Sleep Number bed, I actually sleep all the way through the night. And I didn't realize I wasn't getting a good night's sleep until I experienced one on a Sleep Number bed. I also noticed that I have more stamina during the day, and I know it's because I'm getting a more recuperative sleep. So why don't you call us right now and see if it isn't true for you as well.
Call for your free information kit. Sleep Number beds are easy to own, coming in all standard sizes with queen-size mattresses starting as low as $20 a month. Learn about our 20-year limited warranty and risk-free 30-night in-home trial. Call 1-800-852-5667. On a Sleep Number bed by Select Comfort, you can fall asleep faster, sleep more soundly, and wake up more refreshed. Call 1-800-852-5667. We'll rush you this free video, brochure, and price list. That's 1-800-852-5667. The Sleep Number bed is the key to a perfect night's sleep. Call now.
Well, we're going to leave right now because we have to register a ghost. I think I saw one. So long, everybody.
In addition to the cash awards, our first team of challenges will receive fashion jewelry from Sarah Coventry, who has jewelry for every occasion. See the jewelry with fashion know-how at a Sarah Coventry home fashion show. Our second team will receive Turtle Wax, world's largest selling liquid car wax, cleans, polishes, protects in one easy operation. Turtle Wax with a hard shell finish.
WSN,
the network